Let's see what this saber can do.
And we are back with some more Star Wars Jedi Knight, you know. Yeah, we have our lightsaber. As you see at the end of the last video, that is the actual first lightsaber that we see in a live-action, I suppose, movie, since Return of the Jedi in 1983. So, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Now, this lightsaber can do a lot of damage. You can even use it on Ouija here. Doesn't like it when you do. And if you hack and slash away at him for about, I don't know, 2.5 to 3 minutes, it takes a very long time, he will explode, and you get set on the dark side. I'm not going to do that, because like I said, it just takes forever. Okay. So we have our lightsaber. That's pretty exciting. Doesn't do the thing where I want it to do. I have to remember to do that off screen. But yeah, last video went quite well. What am I saying? Yeah, I tried to film it all in one go, and it didn't screw up on me, which is lovely. Now, I like the lightsaber, but it can be a bit hard to use sometimes. Because, well, you know, the Kaga-tan kind of sucks at blocking stuff. Also, this is one of the only games I know where it lets it toggle from a first person to third person, and the camera doesn't bury itself up your backside or something. I kind of like it, although I don't like doing it with a gun. I prefer third person with a lightsaber, first person with a gun. Let you aim better. Yep. But yeah, we now have force speed as well, our first force power. Where did you guys come from? I'll show you what that's like up here, because nice open space. Whee! And if you run really hard into the wall, you lose health, which is pretty fascinating. Aha! Okay. They're both very stupid. I want to get back over there and get that shield recharge! Alright, sweet. Yeah, that's how they swim. Like I said, the AI is kind of stupid. This is the level... Was it this? Yeah, this level was one that scared me a lot as a kid. And we'll find out later on. He's still kind of broken. As well as elevators and stuff moving quicker. I've got no force power left. So does the water. So it's good to try and use your speed to get through. Like so. Catch! Oh, jeez. It's just a few creatures in this game that it just terrified me as a kid. Most of them in the water. But in the sequel, there are stuff that terrify me even as an adult, so go figure. Ow! I hate how they can shoot like that. This guy's really hard to use. There's always a risk of injuring yourself if the bullet ricochets back into you. And, you know, you can't really, you can't hold it and shoot because it just charges up. And we're time to jump into the aqueduct. The aqueduct. Yes, what have the Romans ever done for us? Brought peace. Ow! Peace! Shut up! And if you don't know, that was Monty Python's Life of Brian. Yeah, okay, I'd save it. It's kind of hard to make that jump sometimes. Up! Another secret area! There are a dime a dozen around here. Oh, snap, 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 snap! That was close. Save again. Like I said, chronic saver. Well, it's because these games, they don't have any autosave button. I'm watching another video of someone doing a let's play of this. Well, it was actually a speed run, really. But they were talking about how this game engine was quite unique, as it was used for this game and the sequel, and basically no other. I just thought that was interesting. Whereas most games these days, it's like, we have to make our own engine. Which is why some games take bloody forever to actually get released. Speaking of which, I'm still waiting on Dragon Age Inquisition. And the more I hear about it, the less I get, the less confident I am in it. Because just recently I saw that the creative designer had left the team. And that's like the second person that's left, or the third person that's left. And I don't know how long. Now, originally the game was going to be a first-person RPG, like, the first three. Stop moving! Oh, I'm gonna kill him. But yeah, and then EA wanted to have its own live service with like what they were doing with Anthem and stuff like that. A game that they could continuously monetize. But then Anthem failed, which was hilarious. And then they went back to and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order succeeded. So they're like, okay, single player games aren't dead. And then so they changed it. Which, hey, that was a good change, I'm happy with that. I mean, they should have just stuck to it in the first place, but, whatever. But, yeah. But now we're just hearing that there's just this constant problems, which really worries me. Alright, I'm going to show you that you can drop down here. Let's see if I can do it. Ah! With 5 health left. So much as a stiff breeze will, push you over. But I mean, I got all this back to tanks that I haven't used, so might as well use some of them. And oh gosh, you'd be in trouble if you had no health left, because I don't think there's any way to drop down from there without hurting yourself. Oh, that was awesome. Stop moving. Thank you. Ah! Crikey. Spiky boy almost got me. Yeah, that's the problem with these things. If you don't listen carefully, they'll sneak up on you. Come on. Die. Well. Hey, usually this kills him in one shot, but I suppose being further away means less damage. Got him. And trying to use some of this bloody crossbow ammo up. Although in the next level, you get a new weapon, which I'm looking forward to. Die. Die. Ah, perfect. Just the way I like it. Okay. Now, let's try not fall off here, because that is an insta-death, as you could probably guess. I would really like a remaster of this game. I know it probably will never happen. Oh, that was awesome. Pew, pew, and pew. Hit me dead. We get him, and... oh, he's still alive! There we go. Fix that issue. Yeah, I'd love a remaster of this game. Although, I'd probably hate it. Because my love for this game is probably very... oh, bollocks. Okay, so you survive the drop, but I think because you go in an out-of-bounds area, you die. But, yeah, so... yeah. My love for this game is fueled very heavily on nostalgia. Gosh, don't drop again. Because like I said, first game I ever played. Not the oldest game I ever played. I have no idea what that would be. Although, I'm pretty sure the game Pong was the oldest game. Is that one with the 2 sticks? You control a bar thing and or a stick or something, and you bounce a ball backwards. Now, because I've got all of my speed, well, almost all, you can actually, hey, you cheeky sod. Stop moving! Oh, seriously? That looked like it hit him. Well, that certainly did. But yeah, you can actually force speed jump over there. Help! But that's, again, missing the point, so we're not going to do that. What you're supposed to do is, ow, not that. Hey, look, more Bacta. Yeah, you're supposed to go down here. Crikey. Now, it's this section that I didn't like. Let's get through here. Up, 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 up. Right. Yeah, because the water level's too low, so we gotta pull the water up. Okay. But there's a... I think you could hear it just then. It was like a... Find out what it is. Ah! I hate those things. Like a octopus thing. And I don't like them, precious. So, I learnt the force speed jump thing, because I wanted to avoid doing that. So if I was playing this by myself without, you know, wanting to show the actual thing, because there's no secret area there, so you, by all means, you can skip it. But I'm trying to show everything. Ow, 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 ow. Get out of the flipping water! Bloody hell. You got bloody pinpoint accuracy in this thing. And even if you're not in the water, you just jump over the water, you get carried down. So I'm going to try and... Yeah, see what I mean? I wasn't in the water then. Silly game. Your weird physics. Okay, see, now it makes sense, because I'm actually in the water. Gosh, I still don't have much ammo for this thing. Alright, let's get the lightsaber out. And let's put it right back again. Oh, crap. Well, that's the menu. I hope, like I said, I hope it doesn't screw with the recording. I don't want it to do this again. Because we're getting up to the point where the levels are starting to get longer. Most of the previous 3 levels, you know, have all been... Well, the first one was what? Ow! Pushed the wrong button. Yeah, the first level was like 11 minutes. The second one was a little bit longer, about 20. The third was back to about 11. I think this one will be a little bit longer. Oops. Oh, okay. Wasn't supposed to do that. Yeah, you just keep standing over there, completely oblivious. Ah. And look, there's wait, forgot about him. There's more. Ugh. Just the tentacles. I don't know what God was thinking when he made things with tentacles. It was like, yeah, let's make something that's bloody terrifying. And I'm sure, you know, like octopuses and stuff. Like, can you imagine seeing an octopus when you're swimming in the water? Just that big beady eye looking at you. In saying that, I like octopuses. I just don't ever want to see one in the wild. Because if it even thought about coming anywhere near me, I would panic like crazy. apparently it suckers hurt if you know, they get on you. Because, I mean, they're suckers. Hey! You dare jump over that. You cheeky sod. Now this is a really annoying one to try and get because you can bounce off the sides. Up! Okay, and take that back. Oh, not even a secret area. Have I gotten them all? I bloody hope so. Because I think I've gone past the point where you can't go back. And if you look over there, there are some landmines? Yeah, whatever. Mines. And we blow them up. Also, this gun is the closest thing we get to a sniper. It's crap, but you know, it's the closest thing you're gonna get. Oh, that was close. In the sequel, you actually get a sniper for maybe half a second. And there's more of them. Hello, Chumley. Splash. Like, I know they're dead, but even though they're dead, I don't want to go anywhere near them. Just stay away from me. Any of you guys left? That was really dumb. There was one left. How did you not get injured? I threw a grenade right next to you. Again. Weird physics. In! Let me in! Let me in! Stop it! There we go. Ooh. Yes, if you can't tell, that is like a fiery thing on there, which means they explode. Or more than, you know, these. Everything explodes in this game. That's just Star Wars for you. Everything shoots lasers and explodes. Okay. And that's a wrap, folks. But the Moldy Crow is about to come and land. But I like to just do this random thing where you try and run as fast as you can and see if you can get to the edge of the map. Run, 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 run. And yeah, see, it's weird. Alright, sweet, I found them all. And I got 2 stars left. I'm an initiate. But now I've got full speed, so if I do run headlong into a wall now, it will do a serious amount of damage. Let's watch the next video, and then I'll see you all in the next video. Yeah, take care, and thank you again for joining me on this epic adventure. Catch you later.
Baron's Head. The Empire sure knows how to ruin a perfectly good city.
My guess is your Palais is in that large house. The Imperials are guarding it like a fortress.
Well, I think a visit's in order. Don't you?